Peace, family. Peace. I'm just gonna let it be known. If you're offended by foul language, then you might want to turn off now. Because I've just had a conversation with someone and I actually want to address this trend of people being offended by words more so than the actions. So I was having a conversation with somebody and we were talking about the Libya situation. And I was amped and I used swear words. And I said, these people are fucking enslaving people, right? It's a joke. And the person said to me, oh, Sarah, you don't have to use such offensive language when you're speaking about it. And that made me even more angry. Because I'm thinking to myself, so you're telling me that you're more offended by the words that I'm using than the actual action of people being enslaved? That's what offends you. My fucking words offend you more so than the action of people being enslaved. Family, I can't understand this shit. I really cannot understand this shit. We're living in an age where people are so sensitive, right? And such fucking pussies that when somebody speaks about something with passion, you're going to get all offended and be like, oh, you shouldn't say it like that. What the fuck do you mean? Do you think a person that is being enslaved really gives a fuck whether I go over there and say, you fucking slave masters? Or do you think they really care about not being enslaved? That's what I'm wondering, you know? We're over here talking about the thing, and I wish, you know, there was more I could do to help, right? But it's just like, I don't know, I think people are a little bit delusional nowadays. I really do. It's like when I spoke about the child molestation thing, and the guy was like, oh, you know, why have you got to use such foul language? Bro, a child is being molested. What the fuck are you talking about my language for? Why are you so offended by my language more so than a child being sexually molested? I can't, I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if this is just me. But it really pisses me the fuck off, right? That people can't get that it's more offensive. What I'm talking about, the actions are more offensive than my language. And people seem to be more outraged by somebody using curse words, fuck and shit and pussy and all this kind of stuff, more so than the actual thing that's going on. A child doesn't care that I use a curse word if I can get them out of being sexually assaulted. They don't care. Because the action is deeper than my words. A person can get out of enslavement and they don't care what language I use to get them out of enslavement, bro. They just care that they're not being whipped and burned and castrated anymore. And it's just like, I don't know, fam. I'm literally just ranting now, but I don't know, family, man. I don't know. This shit is really pissing me off. We live in such a politically correct world where people want, you know, they want stuff delivered to them in a nice package with a bow on top. And I'm telling you, the world ain't fucking like that. Yeah? There are no nice delivered packages with cherries on top, bro. The world is fucked. And if you don't call the world for being fucked, then you're gonna expect me to deal with the world with a nice bow and a cherry on top. It's like, that's not the way the world is. If there's a bunch of fuckery going on, call out the fuckery. And you can use a language, fuckery, because it is fuckery. If there was no fuckery, I wouldn't be using fuckery language. Do you know what I'm saying? If the world was a really nice, you know, harmonious place, maybe I'd use nice, harmonious language. But is the world like that? No. There are black bodies being enslaved and sold on markets. That is more offensive to me than any curse word that could come out of my mouth. So don't get offended like a little pussy, right? When I say certain shit. You people can't deal with fucking facts all of a sudden. You want to divert and deflect. It's a joke, man. It's a joke. I shouldn't be ranting like this, but I am, because it actually irked me, guys. This one actually irked me, man. Like, my language is not more offensive than the actual action. I don't give a fuck what anybody says, and I really don't give a fuck about your feelings when I speak about this stuff. I really don't. If you can't get with what is actually going on and you can't harden your shell a little bit, then maybe you should go and lock yourself away in a little room, right, and just smell flowers and watch fucking, I don't know, watch doves fucking take off into the distance or some shit. That's what you should do. You want to live in that world? Go ahead. Smell flowers, suck on lollipops, and watch doves take off into the sky. You know, heading towards a rainbow or some shit. Yeah, because that is not the world we live in right now. The world is fucked, family. Okay, the world is actually fucked. And that's not to say there aren't beautiful things in this world, because, you know, we all got children, we all trying to make a better life. But right now, with the conversation that I just had, it just irked my soul, man. It really, really did. It irked my soul. So that's my rant, family. You know, I'm gonna go now. But I just want people to kind of get real. You know, like, seriously, get real. Understand the world we're living in, and stop being so fucking offended by bullshit like language. Okay, there's real shit popping off in this world for you to be offended by language. Okay. Peace, family. Peace.